Hey, hi everybody. Uh, my name is Carey. I am a fantasy author and domestic hot mess and stationary fanatic. And I'm here with the lovely Laura Nettles.
Hello.
Um, and we wanted to start a series of live streams talking about planners and journals and how we work that into um writing life. And why is this not working? There we go. And even beyond writing life. So, um, yeah. Um, let's see. I went extra and made a slideshow. I was having a
I
little too much
appreciate
fun
it.
on camera. Okay, so there's all kinds of different types of journaling. There's reflective journaling, bullet journal, art journaling, media journals, and what I think um, I do is creative planning, which is kind of a mishmash of everything. um, I've kept a diary since I was like 10. And I
Very
remember my first
nice.
entry was worrying about my sister who had the chicken pox. And then 2 weeks later, I had the chicken pox. And then I was grumbling about how my sister got me sick.
My first journal I remember I had was a squishy Esmeralda journal from the Disney store. And I
I am
remember,
shocked that you had something Disney.
I know, I wasn't allowed to watch the movie, but I liked Hunchback. I liked Esmeralda. I wasn't allowed to watch the movie though. And so, I don't know, I journaled in there a little bit about things with friends and movies I was watching and stuff like that.
My first, I think my mom still has it in a little box somewhere. Because I kept a bunch of my journals are still at my mom's house. It was a little pink book, and it had dates on it, but I would cross the days out. Um, and it had a lock on it. So yeah. Um, I think it was like one of those like write every day for a year, kind of like little notebooks, but I think it lasted me like 3 or 4.
Nice.
Um, so why do we journal? You want to go first?
Sure. Um, I journal. I have terrible memory. And so being able to look back and see what went down, to be able to reflect on where I've come from, um, being able to set goals and create trackers and things like that to help me steer my life the way I would like it to go as much as I can. Being able to have a place for all my ephemera from travels,
Mm.
um, and just places to write down physically stuff about stories I want to write. So being able to have something analog that I don't have to pay a subscription for to be able to access, kind of thing. And um, I wanted to improve my handwriting. So I started journaling by hand. And I modeled my cursive after my mother, who
Mm.
apparently modeled hers after her mother. So,
Oh,
yeah, it's fun to be able
nice.
to have a link to the past just through the handwriting style and things like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, also my memory is crap. um, um, I never used to get like fancy with like all the stickers and stuff, but um, when you start journaling as an angsty preteen, hi Jenny. You need an outlet. um, this was like 1994, so blogs weren't a thing. um, and my life now is chaotic. I need to keep track of my doctor's appointments and everybody else in the house's doctor's appointments and school stuff and work schedules. And I was tracking my health stats when I was pregnant, and um, now I've been working on different projects and uh, travel. I'm getting started getting fancy with my travel journals, thanks to you. Janice says, I journal daily and have since I was about 10. Well, mostly
Very
daily.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't really start journaling. Like my, I started bullet journaling in, let's see, I think it was June 2018 was when I started journaling. So I went for 28 years without really journaling.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was mostly just the on and off reflective, regular, plain old diary style. And then um, this leads into how our process evolved. Um, that I used like the printed planners, like the generic ones that you get from like Target, the academic planners, stuff like that. Then I discovered Happy Planner, and I was like, you can add stickers and make it pretty. What? So that led me down a rabbit hole, and then I wasn't sticking to it. So then I tried like bullet journaling, making my own the DIY planner, and yeah,
Nice.
it's just a handful
Uh,
of my wash.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've got more back there.
Mm-hmm. So for my process, I've tried to journal before where it's just like what happened today kind of thing. So my mother handmade me a TARDIS journal. Like she dyed and tooled the leather and everything.
Hold on,
There's
let
a
me
secret message in the spine that I won't know until it falls apart. But like
let, let
I
me let me make you big. Hold on. We got to see this. Whoa, no, not me. Her.
so this
You
is
guys.
leather tooled and dyed for the TARDIS from Doctor Who.
So
Um
pretty.
Paraphernalia. So I would journal, put stuff in there. So this was when I was a missionary. So this was, when was this? 2017. There we go. So yeah, it was good for keeping things, and I was very inconsistent. I was there for a year and a half and I only did this much. So like pretty bad.
2016 was when I discovered the Happy Planner, and uh, I used that for my wedding planning.
Mhm. So
Ginny says I have a witchy weekly planner, a 10-year monthly planner. I tried that. I tried that with a happy planner stuff. I didn't. Daily journal that I now put day-to-day life thoughts in. I don't normally use stickers, but I want to kind of get into it.
mhm.
He
my
it's
first
it's a dangerous rabbit hole. It's a slippery slope.
my full first bullet journal, I pasted in pretty paper for the end papers, but I started doing like the future log. I was doing like kind of by the
Following the
book,
method.
following the method. I had a reading list and a movie list. Um, book progress for things I was drafting, trackers. That was my money tracker to get to Walt Disney World. But like I just did painting for my little things. But I would do a month calendar and I would do trackers. And I used stencils when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
I've not used a stencil in years. But
Yeah,
yeah, like I
I
would
haven't either.
do my weekly goals and then my daily. So I would have my weekly goals and then I would go into daily goals and just do rolling dailies. Um, so that was how I first started out. And since then, I've gotten my photo printer. So there's a lot more photos in there. And I do,
I stuck a picture of Peanut on
yeah, so like,
on mine.
nice. It's like I have stickers and photos and journaling. And yes, I printed stickers of my food. Um, I went to a steakhouse and it was delicious. But I have my monthly goals, books I want to read, things I want to do, cross them off. I don't do monthly habit trackers as much anymore,
I
but I've
say
got
I'm
more art
going
and junk in
to,
there.
but I never stick to it, and I go through all the work of making the pages. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
when I was ordering stuff from Atlas Stationers, I had a habit tracker stamp in my cart, and I went,
Uh-huh.
nah, I'm never gonna use it.
So I got, like,
She
I pick
really
up
is me.
things. Like, this is part of a brown paper bag. Like,
Hmm.
I cut out things and put them in. This was from Niagara Falls. That was part of the uh, brochure and a
Yeah.
sticker I got there. So, like, I do a plethora of different kinds of memory keeping.
Oh, I didn't put in last Michigan's Ren Fair, but this is in my Ren Fair, my evolution of the garb.
There you go.
Um, I didn't put any from the Michigan Ren Fair in here yet because, um, or well, I have that trip in here, but um, here's my packing list.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I had some old fairy tale themed scrapbook papers, so I like cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
uh, oh, I got this. It was like a knockoff D&D sticker book. So this was our exhaustion levels at the end of the day. I
Uh-huh.
never pulled it in, but it's up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, yeah, I didn't really write in here. I have all the pictures in here, but
So I've done those kinds of journals. I've also done media journal where I do things that I read and watch using scrapbook paper and photo printouts and keeping track of what I get through. So that's been really fun.
mhm.
Doing, of course, like the bookshelf, but
I tried. I
doing
set one up
little,
last year, and it.
like little bookmarks
Oh,
of the books that I read and coloring in when I
fun!
read them and putting them in a pocket. So like I've done things like that. I've made pockets to keep bookmarks in my journals when I pick up them from different libraries that I visited and things like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I made a pocket in this one. This was my bullet journal for the first half of the year. I haven't put anything in it, but there is a pocket here.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then I realized that 6 months was way too much to cram into one book, and now I'm doing quarterly.
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah. So I guess that answers the next question: stack or compact?
It depends for me. A year that I have more spoons, I will do a designated media journal. I will do
Mhm.
my style Bible writing journal stuff. I will have my travel journal for vacations. But if I'm overwhelmed, I just do compact. Stick to one. And because I've
Mhm.
been so overwhelmed, I've actually moved to a traveler's size notebook. So I'm not as overwhelmed by such a big blank page. Because
Mhm.
it's not as intimidating when it's small.
Yeah. Whereas mine is a big old B5.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
for something
I've.
like the planner, I need a lot of space. My
Mm-hmm.
daily everything that I go through in a month is slightly smaller in an A5. So this is May, and then so this is like my attempt to write daily. I found that like at least if I try to write before bed, it keeps me off the phone right before bed, which is good for
Uh-huh.
sleep. It helps me clear my brain, which is good for sleep.
Yeah.
So I try to I can't exactly bring my nice fountain pens into the bedroom with me and write in bed because I'm afraid that it's gonna like leak all over the sheets.
Yeah.
um,
I've been liking the big square ones for readathons and things like that.
I have a square. It's on the other side of the room. I have a square one for my sewing projects.
Yeah.
Um, I got this one. This is a square. That was my Ren Fair planner.
Uh-huh.
Um,
You mean this one?
yeah. um, I got a black paper one for Disney.
Yeah.
Here's my travel journal for Disney. So many stickers. I tried so hard to do the Disney World font.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating. I gave up after a while, but I was bored at work, so I was like, eh.
One time I was bored at work, so I literally took off my Converse and doodled on them.
I
Back in the call center days.
have my lessons learned from past travels page. Um 5 hour energy is evil. I should also write don't try to drive all night long.
There.
Um yeah, I've got oh, that's got my flight and hotel information. I'm not going to show that. Packing list. Um, budget page that hasn't been filled in.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And then I've got a couple journals for different projects. Um, I have just a plain Michael's notebook for my credit card tracker because I have a spreadsheet, but when I'm out and about and I and I need to use my credit card for something, um, yeah. I technically have a reading journal that I set up last year, but I did not stick to it very well. I pulled it out so I could take notes when I go to read Charlie's book, though.
I do have an 8.5 by 11 dot grid that I use for writing like story ideas
Hmm.
and plot embryos and mind
I had
mapping,
this one has all of my tabs in it. This
making
was when
sigils.
I was meeting regularly with Jace
Uh huh.
to work on developmental edits, and I would keep all my notes in here
Hmm.
from our Discord meetings, and then I
Yeah.
could. Uh, there was a reason that we only could meet like every 2 days because I think we burned out our brains after discussing so much.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I keep a stack with me.
Right now, this is my catch-all journal.
This is gonna be my quarterly for July through September. Another
Nice.
B5, and then I think for the last quarter I'll get another B5, and I think I want to try Square next year.
Very cool.
I'm gonna see. Um, and then here's my June everything. I haven't. I have some journals in my cart for my monthly ones, but I want to see what else comes in the June subscription box from Archer and Olive because
Uh
they
huh.
usually come with 2 notebooks, and one is a traveler size, and I don't know what the other one will be. Probably an A5.
Uh huh.
Okay, so whoops. Tips for beginners. Oh, wait. No, go back. Here. This is just some of them that I think we
Yeah.
wrote down. Like, you don't have to buy all the things because you'll end up in the overwhelm. Roy
Yeah.
wants to join the conversation.
He does. So don't buy the printers and the stickers and the washi tapes and the fancy inks and the pens and everything all at once just to start. Uh, Ease in, find what works for you. Don't buy a 10 pack when you don't know if you like it yet. Buy a one individual. Like just
Yeah.
test the water, see what you like.
And build
Um,
the habit first. Like, know
yeah,
you're going to stick to it before you have a room full of paper and notebooks and pens and you're like, what do I do?
exactly. Um,
But you
so
will make
I
some
look
nursing home or
started.
daycare very happy when you donate all that stuff.
This is literally this is essentials. I think this was an Amazon Essentials notebook. It was my first ever journal.
Hmm.
And then my second one was a Michael's journal.
Yeah.
Um, over here that I put
Yeah, the
a
Michaels
vinyl
journals
sticker
aren't
on.
bad. They're like $10 and
Yeah. So after I was proving to myself that I'm doing it, I can stick with it. Then I went on to what is this one? Paluma. I got one of those. I got where are you? There you go. One of my favorite ones. It's embossed, but it's Maisie Lane Company, and they went out of business, and I'm super sad. So now I'm basically with Archer and Olive, or Notebook Therapy, or Tifosi, whatever catches my mind. This one is Tifosi. Yeah, Tifosi. So
yeah.
just whatever floats your boat. This one's notebook therapy, but like they have the etchings in the gold, but then it gets fat. So
Yeah.
yeah, they're test the waters. If you want to, you could go Loistrum, but know what you like. So if ghosting bugs you so badly you won't use the notebook, go with a higher GSM paper.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because if it makes you not want to use it, you're not going to use it. So it's worth the extra couple bucks.
Yeah, this is acrylic paint pen, but there's some ghosting on these pages because this is just like and it depends on what you use too on the paper. Because like a
Uh huh.
normal pen on a Michael's notebook
It's
is
fine.
usually okay, but like fountain pen, you see some bleed through there.
Yeah.
Um,
My tip: don't set up too far in advance. So don't set up 6 months at a time um, of your weekly and your daily and your everything, because life changes, your goals change, what you want to track changes. If you've had the spoons to even do daily journaling prompts or entries changes. So
mhm.
uh, don't set up too far in advance, because then you'll feel guilty about wasting all that paper that you spent all that time setting up.
That is also where sticky notes can come in handy. Like if there's
Mm-hmm.
something that might happen 6 months down the line that you need to remember, put a sticky note. Like when you're doing, like if you do the year at a glance log or something like that. Like, so if somebody's going to have a party in July and you find out about it in March, like
Mm-hmm.
somebody's planning a graduation or something, put a sticky note down in like the July column. And then once you get all of the information or it ends up happening, then you can put it down in pen.
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, your process will evolve, um, as we've talked about. Um, you'll find things that you like. You'll want to change things.
Mm-hmm.
You'll figure out what works and doesn't work. But yeah, establish the practice first. Whether it's the regular diary, doing the morning pages, which is 3 pages of just stream of consciousness, or even just writing a to-do list every day.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
I like your
Um,
tip of giving yourself space for creative pages.
yeah. So I don't set up a month at a time. I do rolling dailies. I'll do my month, like my calendar and my goals list, but then I won't set up a whole week at a time. I will do like a week section of like I want to do this, this, and this week, and then I'll do rolling dailies. So if something cool happens, if I go on a trip or whatever, I can take up as much space as I want for those dailies. I'm not confined to a certain number of pages I allowed myself. I can
Mhm.
write as much or as little as I want. I'm not wasting paper. I'm not leaving things out because I don't have space, which has been really helpful for me to let things breathe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe I should start doing that in my monthly thing because there's some days where I'll write like a paragraph and I give myself 4 pages a day.
Yeah.
And then there's room for overflow in the back, um like if I need more space for pictures or something like that. But um yeah, maybe I should start doing that.
Because it also helps when the depression hits and I don't have the wherewithal to journal for a week or more.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving a chunk of journal blank. Like
Yeah.
I can just skip to the next line. Here we go again.
Um let's see. hello, journal lover forever. I don't journal daily, but I try to after watching your channel. There's a channel called Stationary Fast. Ooh, and now I'm improving. Aw.
Thank you.
Um, and don't give into the pressure. This isn't on here, but don't give into the pressure of all of those beautiful journal channels that you see, Laura, and the pictures, and think that if you can't replicate that you can't journal.
The plant-based bride, the
Aaron
Amanda Rach
Smith.
Lee, Aaron Smith, all of those. They can be
Oh,
inspirations. You don't have to pull out the metallic inks and do art deco. Like, you can do what's at your comfort level that won't
hmm
overwhelm you so much you put it off because you don't have time to do it all.
yeah. And what's in your budget? Like they get
Yeah.
sponsors from stationary places and stuff like that. So like not everybody can have all of the washi tape shop supplies, and so sometimes you work with what you have and what you find at their thrift store and what's on sales at Michael's, and or
Mm-hmm.
you just have your Crayola markers and your pen and a pen and your notebook, and that's what
Yeah.
you journal with, and that is perfectly fine.
Crayola super tips. 100 of them for $10.
Right,
Worth it.
get them when back to school sales.
Mm-hmm.
Back to school sales are fantastic. Yeah, there's no right or wrong way to do it, and yeah, anybody who says that there is trying to sell you something.
Yeah. Like, I've been journaling for 8 years now, and I just got Tombos.
I love my Tombows.
Yeah.
um, all right, there's all kinds of different notebook sizes. I wrote down the inches. So like an A5, this is an A5. This is about just shy of 6 by 8.5 inches. Um, this this one is, they said it's an A5, but it's a little bit slimmer. This was one of the new ones that they're carrying at Michael's.
Mm.
Um, the squares are typically 8 inches by 8 inches. Um, yeah. Uh, the B5 is about 7 by 10. So here's the difference between the A5 and the B5. Let me make it. Make me bigger. There, you can see it. Um, there's also A6 and B6, which are a little smaller.
Yeah.
The A6 is like the pocket size.
Does it say what
Um,
it is in here? Probably not.
there's the
Nope.
traveler size. That's more like Archer and Olive
Narrow.
has, yeah, that, but that's like the traveler's brand. I think they go by that size. Um, there's different colored paper.
Mm-hmm.
Got the white, the cream, black. Black is so much fun. But
You need gel pens
you do.
if
But
you're
I
doing
think
black paper.
that's partly got why I keep getting them, because I was never allowed to have gel pens when I was a kid. So this makes 14-year-old me very happy.
There are Neapolitan notebooks where it's white craft, or yeah, white, craft, and black, and they alternate.
Ooh. My first rent fair journal was craft paper because I thought that that would look like old timey.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they're not easy to find. Very few brands carry them, and as much as I like notebook therapy, they I get impatient with their shipping. Um, Here's a little bit about like the thickness of the paper. So when you see GSM, it's grams per square meter. I didn't know that until I looked that up.
Ah.
So like a regular school notebook is like 50 to 60. Um, Newspapers is the thinnest. Um, yes, newspapers still exist. We have a couple people at the nursing home we work at that still order newspapers. Um, Copy paper, um, card stock for like invitations and business cards, and then the journals are usually between 80 and 160.
Uh-huh.
Um,
So your 80s are more of the Leuchtturm
yeah,
thin paper.
unless you look for the 120 spot, and those are hard to find. But even then, you
Yeah.
get some ghosting and bleed through because I've gotten a couple of those, and uh, these hold up better, and
Yeah.
these are also 120. Um, and then like the notebook therapy, Tifosi, Archer and Olive are like the 160 range. So they're a little
Mhm.
more closer to like the cardstock feel. And then what do you want on the inside? Can you do just plain blank paper, like a sketchbook? Lined paper? I do have lined paper for my memoir project that I'm working on because I'm working with a workbook. Um, Dot grid, which is usually what people use when they bullet journal, graph paper, and then if you want to get fancy with where is it? Does this one have it? Oh yeah, here we go. The gilded edgings.
Mhm.
Um, Journal lover wants to know what a zine is, Laura.
I just made one today. So like, it's a homemade magazine, um, independent usually. So I just made a little dopamine menu builder zine. So it tells you, like this one is what is a dopamine menu. I have an area to brainstorm, a place to write your appetizers, your entrees, your desserts, your sides, and then an example of what mine would be. So they're just little homemade magazines. This one is one sheet of paper that you cut down the center. Um, so there's that. There's your reach. So like I made one that I stapled and just why I relate to vampires. They can be on any subject whatsoever. They can be text, they can be just images, they can be whatever you feel like. I've been printing mine at the library for free. It's been very handy. Um,
In color?
yeah,
Dang, I want to go
depends
to
on
your
your
library.
library. One of
Ours,
my
you
one
get
I have two city library cards. One city you can print in color on either 8.5 by 11 or 11 by 14-inch paper, or 11 by 17. It counts the same color, black and white. You get 50 pages per month. And my other city library, they have black and white only, but you get so many sheets per week. And it's letter, legal, or tabloid.
Okay, so my county library, you get 10 sheets a day for free, and then it's like 10 cents for every page after that. Black and
These ones
white.
are these ones are free, but you can't add. Once you used up your limit, that's it.
They don't carry over.
Yeah. But like I made one by hand. Like I hand wrote it and printed out pictures and I've photocopied it. You can do stuff on the centerfold. So they can be on literally anything. So that's my newsletter zine.
Yeah. This was from
Um,
February.
yeah. So I put a
Laura's work in progress.
yeah.
Um,
I go over my TBR, some poetry. Yeah, it's fun. I really like it. They started um, decades and decades ago. I heard they originally started with the Harlem Renaissance, and then they got big with the fandom zines for sci-fi conventions. And then there was the Riot Girls and all the punks, like stuff, like punk bands and things would do zines. Um,
we'll
so
probably do a dedicated talk about zines and just let you
yeah,
geek out for
okay. I I have a few over here that I bought. Um, like one of them is an over the garden. Have you seen Over the Garden Wall? Oh, it's so cute. It's a Cartoon Network show that had 10 episodes, I believe. But there's a cassette that the main character makes, and so the zine is the cassette, and it's
Oh, that's
literally just images of fan art from Over the Garden Wall. But yeah, so there's so many different things you can do.
raise your hand if you're old and you know what a cassette is.
Ain't that just the way? But yeah, that's a zine. I found like I bought some on Tim Burton, Vincent film and German expressionism. That is my niche. I love it. Um, yeah, let's see. How Howard and Rice taught me to marry the night. There's just a bunch of them. I have some
Probably
like
just regular printer paper.
so the classic one is regular printer paper where you have color paper for the cover and then regular paper for the inside because they can't afford color photocopies. I usually use the paper they have at the library because they won't let me bring in other paper to feed into their machines because they jam a lot apparently.
Yeah.
But like, this is literally just sad gay vampire poems. Like, you can literally do whatever you want. So, my libraries have zine sections where people donate their zines and you can check them out. So that's really fun.
I'll have to check out my library and see what they have.
Yeah.
I think Kat wanted to get into zines too.
Mm.
As for the for a project she's working on.
Mm.
But yeah.
They're super fun.
And then we talked about notebooks, and there's other supplies, kind of like a basic. We will do a. I think our next one we're planning is just all pens, paint markers, highlighters, writing utensils,
Whiteout.
all of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yep. I got mine. This is almost out. I need to get some more.
I literally have a white pen that I will use as whiteout sometimes.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, I have the 10 point Jelly rollers. Those work
Yeah.
very good. Um, I've been getting into fountain pens, so I have two more coming tomorrow. um, they make glue pens. Um, and then unless you have a very steady hand, you're probably going to need a ruler. I'm not going to show the printed side because it's from my grade school. I can do that. It says
Nice.
success comes an inch at a time.
I have a see-through one, which has been helpful.
I have a see-through one too. It's my quilting ruler that I use with my sewing
Nice.
stuff. Um, Stickers, not a requirement,
Yeah.
but
No. I only have this many stickers. I'm getting
I'm not
lower.
gonna go into how many stickers I have. I have way too many. I fell into the trap of buying those collage books where you print out the images or you cut out the images. So I have like drawers and drawers of cut out pictures. Um, so many Disney stickers. So many Disney stickers that I got for um you can print out photos. We use the HP Sprocket, but Canon makes one. Um, I'm sure there's other brands that make them.
Mhm.
Um,
These ones are Polaroids, so they will not last forever. But you don't need ink.
yeah, and the quality, but sometimes they print out and the coloring is weird. Um,
Mm.
or maybe I just need to clean mine or something. I don't know. um, if you want to like trim your pages and stuff, um,
Scissors.
I got this in a subscription box. It's very fancy craft knife.
So fancy.
It looks like a pen and it's got a screw top, which is very nice. Um, Ephemera is just anything you can use to decorate. I
Receipts, pictures you cut out from magazines, movie theater stubs, just random pieces of paper.
mm-hmm.
Like I have from a cat cafe I went to, I have Cats and Crystals enamel pin. This is the backing that the pin came on. So I'm going to take a picture of the pin, print it, put it on here, and glue that in my journal so I can remember what pin I got there. So this is ephemera.
Get one of my travel journals. See if I can do this without killing myself.
Stay safe. Let's see.
I did it.
Like some ephemera I have in my travel journal are receipts, pieces from brochures.
Very
Yeah,
fat.
they make it fat. So like these were stamps or embossing things that we did way back when we went to England. Let's see. Pieces of guidebooks and brochures. Yes. Material you collect for junk journals are ephemera.
Yep.
I take it for the Tower of London.
Oh, I don't think I made a full. Or it's just not.
Charlie!
Hi,
Roy says hello too.
Charlie. Okay, I thought I had the a journal with the Chicago uh trip in there, but I guess I
Uh-huh.
didn't. But I had like the
So
yarn shop that
different.
we went to sold stickers.
Uh-huh.
Um, I know you got one. I think.
Did.
Okay, I don't really have. I have like scrapbook paper and
Roy.
stickers all over here.
Letters and envelopes.
I cut this out. This was part of scrapbook paper,
Nice.
and I cut it out.
Sometimes I literally paste in the little squares from tea bags, the little tags.
Oh, I think I saw Aaron Smith's video about doing that on a UK trip.
Mm.
She made like a calendar, and she was going to try a different tea every day.
Like I took pictures of all of the different kinds of macarons my mother made and printed those out so I can remember the macarons. I'm not seeing Chicago. Oh, but I found when I went to Salem, Massachusetts with my sister.
See me being
So
jealous right now.
I pressed a penny and took a picture of my pressed penny.
That town is on my bucket list. Oh my gosh.
And then postcard art pieces that I bought, put in here. I took pictures of the different postcards that I mailed to people just so I could have a record of the artwork. This is part of a chopstick sleeve. This is a ribbon from a chocolate box at LA Burdick in Boston. This is part of the bag. Yeah.
Laura's scrapbooks will be featured in some future version of a Ken Burns documentary when people are trying to figure out these crazy days. I have postcards from the Toledo Art Museum that I still have to send you.
Sometimes I'll do quarterly reviews just to be like, what happened? What have I learned? Yeah, I don't know. My Lord of the Rings virtual challenge. Yeah. I don't know.
I haven't looked at
So
this travel notebook in a while, and I didn't realize how fat it was. And there's only 2 trips in here.
So, one thing you can use your notebook for are challenges. So, Saturday night, I realized I can do a 7-day challenge of my own making whenever the heck I want, just because I want to get on track. So, I made up a 7-day challenge where I decided my rules. I made my to-do list for every day of the 7 days. And then I have been journaling each of the days. So I'm currently on day 3. So 3 is started, but yeah. So I think journaling helps you figure out, like, I feel stuck. I want to change. Let's make a plan and document my change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it can still also be how I started it, which was just like venting.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, and Mia's creative journal, Mia's something. Um but she was talking about how she didn't like to do the inward reflections in her journal. So her favorite journal was her media journal because she's analyzing the inward through the outward. So, um,
Mm,
yeah, just being able to see what you're into at the time is a reflection of you. So, just focusing on what you like, just go for it.
mhm.
Let's see, what is her name? Come on. Mia's Digital Diary. That's what it is. She has some really good analog and journaling stuff.
Um, why is the screen so tiny on my end? Journaling is helpful to get the words flowing. I like the process in writing down the bones where you just do stream of consciousness to clear the mind. Yeah. We mentioned the morning pages earlier, which is also stream of consciousness for like 3 pages, I think. Um there's a couple of writers that I follow that you do that, and kind of helps them wake up the brain in the
Mm-hmm.
morning.
Yeah.
Or I'll do it at night because I need to put the thoughts somewhere so I can sleep.
I hear that's helpful. Yeah. I've been
Yeah,
journaling at night
and it
again
keeps me off the
for this challenge.
it keeps me off TikTok.
Yes. You're not staring at a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can also use it to keep track of things like brain to paper to published. That's what I titled this one. Where you just go over like your different pen names, what stage you're at with each story, um, what you need to
I
do.
think I put it I think I put it away. Um when I was still using the Happy Planner, when I was pregnant with Peanut, I was because I was diabetic and I had high blood pressure, I was keeping I had to write down my blood pressure, I had to write down my sugar, tracking my weight, tracking
Yeah.
how much she was kicking, tracking the twice a week OB appointments.
Eesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
And
having
yet I
a
was supposed
style
to keep my
Bible.
blood sugar, my blood pressure down. Hmm. I have
Yeah.
started and stopped storied Bibles so much.
So
Um,
this one's not a story Bible. This is a style guide, a style Bible. So like
okay.
this is me taking um, notes from the Anatomy of Prose. This is taking notes
Okay.
from a master class and things like that. That would and actually doing the exercises in the books. Um, and then in the back, I wrote down quotes that I really liked from fiction books that I wanted to analyze and see what I liked so I can incorporate aspects of it into my own writing style.
Kind of like what Charlie was talking about, how they start by writing stuff down that they think they want to know, and then as they research, seeing what they were right and wrong about. Um, yeah, you can write first thing in the morning. You can write before bed. You can write in the middle of your shift at work if you can get away with it.
During your lunch break, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're stuck at a front desk and it's just dead.
Hi. As long as I don't have like my supplies scattered all over the desk or it looks messy, they don't care.
Mhm.
As long as I'm paying attention to what to like people coming in. Yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
Um yeah, I have my whoop, I've been taking notes from Rachel Herron's Fast Draft Your Memoir. So I've highlighted this a lot and I'm only up to chapter 6. Lots of highlights. And then I've been doing the exercises in the companion workbook. So like I'll read a chapter and then do the workbook. And I feel like I'm back in school. But I purposely got a line journal for that because then I could like read what I wrote later. um, and I still slapped all of the stickers on it because I am me. I just had so many Disney stickers.
Nice. I I think I'm out of Disney stickers. Um, I don't buy Disney stickers. I whenever we go to the parks, you can go to the cash registers and ask them for free stickers. So
Good to know for July.
exactly. So they have different designs. They're really fun. Mr. Roy.
I mean, I did split a whole bunch of them to set aside for Peanut because I got her a
Uh
scrapbook
huh.
for her birthday.
Uh huh.
I made it look like the adventure book from Up,
Yes.
so she can.
So classic. It's just so personal.
And for her, it's reading and writing practice.
Yeah.
So I
I
snuck in
wanted
some
to
learning.
improve my writing. I wanted to improve my handwriting. And so journaling has helped.
I retaught myself cursive. Like, and I think I write it better now as long as I take my time.
Uh-huh.
Because I had to get tutored in handwriting when I was in like 4th grade because I was writing so sloppily.
My math teacher
When we
handed
were
back my
learning
math homework
cursive.
once and said I didn't read it. It was too sloppy. It was chicken scratch is what he called it.
Yeah, I feel that. Oh, what's the
Do you
matter,
need to go
Roy?
outside, sir? Or do you want back on the bed that you jumped off yourself? Alright, let me see what he does.
It's right here. I have too much stuff everywhere.
He's back on the bed.
Well, now you know you have to put your camera at him for at least a second. Obligatory, you puppy.
Hi, Roy. Hi. You're licking my hand that's holding the laptop, sir. Yes, my handsome. Yes. Yes.
Uh, Anything else you wanted to add about it? About for this first one?
I think we're good.
Yeah. And next one we're planning on doing sometime in June. I'm waiting on my work schedule, and then we'll coordinate. But we're planning on doing a whole episode about pens. Eh, pens. This is just a handful of my gel pens. Nice. I have a whole bunch that show up nice on black paper set aside for the Disney Journal.
Yeah,
Because not all of them show up good on black paper.
I believe it.
But yeah, so that's gonna be fun, and I'll have my fountain pens. Yeah, I'll have my two new fountain pens tomorrow. So
Tomorrow,
yeah, so
boys,
it was
please
it.
stop looking.
I ordered from Atlas Stationers, which is in Chicago, and I ordered on Friday. It spent 2 days in a town like 30 minutes from me at the UPS place, then went to Cleveland and transferred to the US mail. Like, why couldn't UPS bring it to me?
You're on
Why?
the blacklist.
Why was it so close to me for so many days?
I know.
Well, and all the stuff on UPS was like, find out how to get it faster. Give us $10 more. No.
Right.
Ah,
He has smeared my glasses with puppy spit.
they do that.
Indeed, they do.
So, yeah, when I get my work schedule for June and we coordinate, I will schedule the next live stream and do more than a half hour's notice of promo.
Woohoo!
So, thanks everybody for coming, and I'll talk to you later. I've got both of our link trees in the description, so check those out. And I have books, and Laura has books, and Substacks, and Ko-fis, and social medias, and all the things. So,
All the things.
so follow Laura to see cute pictures of Roy.
Indeed.
All right.